out of everything I've done. I mean, everything, every single tool and trick and tip, and from eating to psychology to professional personal development to skills capabilities, all of the things that I have done, the number one biggest and best thing that has ever catapulted me forward in success has been my network, my circle of influence. And really, it's those key people. I mean, when I really even look at it, it's a handful. It's a very small handful of people who have actually catapulted me forward. And they do it in one of three ways. One, they have opened my mind up to a new perspective, right? They've elevated my thinking. And this is something that is so vital, that for people to understand, you actually cannot get there without that unlock of the new thinking, right? What got you here won't get you there. It's because you're limited in your thinking. And so when you have a higher circle of influence, they can unlock a new perspective in your mind that opens you up to that next level. I remember one time as an entrepreneur, I think I had $500 in my checking account or something. And I actually, at that moment, invested $5,000 into a Premier Academy for entrepreneurs. Uh, it was obviously a risky move. I didn't actually even have the money to do it, but I didn't think I can't afford this. What I thought is, I can't afford not to do this, because clearly where I am right now is not working, and I need to get to a new level of thinking, a new level of circle of influence. And certainly it was one of the best decisions I made that absolutely got me out of that position and enabled me to really catapult forward. The second thing that a high circle of influence can do, that has done for me, is it may be a direct connection in their network, right? So this person just literally introduces you to this person, and you would never have met that person had it not been from that original circle of influence. And then thirdly is potential just in investing directly them, right? So it's them themselves. So some in my circle of influence have become direct clients, have given me a job, have invested in me directly, right? So it's that person, just direct influence from that person as well. So it's either unlocking a new level of thinking, connecting you to another high person in their circle of influence, and or directly impacting you themselves. And so it always baffles me how many entrepreneurs, particularly solopreneurs, who are just like continuing to grind it out harder and harder on their own, and like, let me just work harder and let me just keep going for this. And the whole point is, the number one biggest thing, I mean, more than any capabilities that you need to get, any things that you need to learn, any mindset things, any peak performance habits, the number one most vital thing that you can do that determines your future success is your circle of influence. And those people either elevate you, or they keep you stagnant, or even worse, bring you down. There's no real neutral, because even keeping stagnant, right, if you're not growing, you're dying, there's no neutral. I was recently leading a speaker workshop for women entrepreneurs serious about speaking, and I was participating in the workshop with them, and I talked through what is the thing you need the most to accelerate your success as a speaker. And a lot of people focused on the capabilities they need, or the knowledge that they need, or the insider advice. And when I was writing mine, I realized I need to continue elevating my circle of influence, because you can have a circle of influence, but then at some point, I mean, you need to continue elevating that up and up and up to be able to continue growing and unlocking new possibilities. So take an audit on yours now and figure out, where do you need to go? How do you need to elevate that circle of influence? And who can you tap into? Potentially it's through my mastermind that I'll be launching in a couple of weeks, or perhaps it's somewhere else. But I do highly encourage you to constantly elevate that circle of influence.